Good evening. I'll call to order the Board of Public Works and Utilities meeting. Today is Tuesday, June 2nd, and it is 4 p.m. I will begin by calling the roll. As soon as I find the list. I am Kim Smith. I am here. Alder Stephen Knott.
Here.
Alder Jim Benash.
Here.
Alder Larry Jurassic.
Here.
Jared Holter.
Here.
Sabrina Steger.
Here.
We are all in attendance today. Item number 2 is consideration and action on the minutes from the previous meeting.
Move to approve. Second.
Okay, motion has been made by Stephen Knott. It's been seconded by Larry Jurassic. Is there any discussion on those minutes? Not seeing or hearing any. All those in favor of approving them, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. The minutes are approved unanimously. Item number 3 is public input. This is a time where members of the public may address the Board of Public Works and Utilities. If you choose to do so, please begin by stating your name and your address, and please limit your comments to 3 minutes per individual. Is there any member of the public here this evening that would like to address this board? Second call for members of the public who would like to give public input. Third and final call for any public input this evening. That not seeing or hearing any, that portion of the meeting is closed, and we will move on to consideration and action on the possible action on the following items. Under Public Works, item 4, Resolution 15, 2026, declaring official intent to reimburse expenditures from the proceeds of borrowing through the state Wisconsin Environmental Improvement Fund. This is for the State Drinking Water Fund Loan Program. Jared, will you introduce this item, please?
Thank you. In your pack tonight is Resolution 15-2026. This is for the well number 9 Safe Drinking Water Loan. This is kind of the first step in the funding process to get this resolution passed. We will have to submit this at the June 30th date for our loan submittal. Basically, it states that we will make expenditures with project costs until the bond proceeds come available. We aren't planning on bidding the project until next first quarter, second quarter of 2027. So we would have, we would know what is, if the loan has been, we'll be finalizing the loan at that point. So basically this is the first step in the process. So once we get going, it'll be get this going and then get the whole project moving forward. We're still on the timeline to get the loan submittal by the June 30th date and be moving forward. So looking
Thank
for
you.
approval.
You're making a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 15-2026 for the Safe Drinking Water Loan Program.
Second.
Motion by Jared Holter. It's been seconded by Sabrina Steger. Under discussion, I was going to ask Sabrina first if you wanted to add anything, and then we'll come around to Stephen and go around this way. Go ahead, Sabrina.
The only thing I have to add is we are working on getting a bunch of additional documents between myself and Jared's staff to get us ready for this application, and hopefully we'll receive funding for it. Our chances are good, but we'll see what happens.
Thank you.
Well,
Stephen, we'll come around this way. So everyone
look-
has a little something, I think.
again, it might be me. I'm looking for clarification here. So on the third paragraph from the bottom of page 1 of the resolution, where it says the principal amount of which is not expended to exceed $7,000. Does that mean not to exceed $7,000? What does that mean?
Not expected at 7 million.
It's a
Not expected. Okay, so it's just a.
Yeah, that's a typo. This actually came from this is the standard, a lot of this is the standard language that they give you for what we need to pass in our resolution. The actual amount, depending on when we get done and what we include within the loan, could be between, I'm guessing it'll be somewhere between 7 and 8 million. I don't know for sure yet. Depends what we put in the loan. We'll know more of that in June 30th. Once we do submit for the loan, even though it's not an action item, I would bring it to the July Board of Public Works to just keep the board updated on where we stand with that process.
So before this is actually signed, assuming we approve it, Just ask that, and that be clarified
Yep.
from expended to expected.
Yep.
Okay, thanks.
Alder Benash,
Nope, I pass.
you're good?
Good.
Alder Jurassic?
Have we applied for one of these loans before?
Yeah, actually, 2015, we received a safe drinking water loan to put the iron and manganese filter at well number 9, did the first project. So we haven't done a lot of these. Usually we bond a lot of our own monies internally through the city, but we have done these projects. Clean drinking water loan, which is just, or clean water loan, which was just used for the Franklin Street lift station, is a similar loan, just a little bit different, but similar process.
And we've had good luck on both of them before, so.
Yeah, part of the reason we're applying for the safe drinking water loan is there's usually the city of Onalaska is not eligible for principal forgiveness, which is a grant portion of the project. But with the emerging contaminants, which PFAS is considered, this is the last funding cycle for monies that we're hoping to receive partial offset with principal forgiveness for the project. So we won't know that until December probably of 2026 is when the final list will come out. But based upon the scoring list, it looks like we will receive some funding and hopefully more principal forgiveness depending on how who submits projects.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. Any other questions or comments regarding the resolution? Not seeing or hearing any, the motion on the floor is to approve the resolution with the minor correction. All those in favor, please say aye. Any opposed, say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Item 5, change order number 1 for the 2026 Grandview Boulevard Water Main Project. Jared, can you tell us about that?
Kevin will take this one.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. So before you tonight is change order number 1 for our Grandview Water Main Repair Project. This was the project that came out from a water main leak that happened right before Christmas, and this project was bid out in January or in February. The original design we had was to try to limit how much pavement we were going to remove, right? The original design had us only removing about 2/3 of the width. The roadway on Grandview Boulevard, once we got done with construction and just looked at the age of the pavement, it made very little sense to leave 1/3 of the roadway still. So this change order, the majority of this is just to expand the roadway pavement replacement to the full width of Grandview Boulevard. For that, and that's shown in sort of description A, those costs. Description B, there was one portion right when we started about halfway up the hill, we encountered some very soft soils. Some of it's the existing material there. Some was also, there was actually we had a water service curb stop that was leaking there also. So we did have to haul away some material and bring in fresh fill and additional gravel to support the roadway in that location. And that's what item B is. So altogether, those increases added $25,229.07 to the project cost.
I move to approve the Grandview Water Main repair change order not to exceed $25,229.07.
Second,
Thank you. We have a motion on the floor by Stephen Knott. It's been seconded by Larry Jurassic to approve change order number 1 as described. Is there any further discussion? Sabrina?
Thank you. Kevin, is the project complete now? So this will be the final?
This would not be the final. We'll have one more. There's holding just some contingency to make sure the change order went through, and there might be one item for some spot curb repair, but this is pretty close, right, to the final. But there'll be one more coming in July, Sabrina.
Okay, thank you.
One more estimate,
Estimate.
not
Yeah.
change order.
Okay, any other questions or discussion on this item? Okay, the motion on the floor is to approve the change order. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you. Item number 6, East Avenue Sidewalk Project Professional Engineering Services. Is it Jared or Kevin?
Yep. We'll refer to page 7 in your packet tonight. The city did send out an RFP for the East Avenue Sidewalk Project. This project has received funding through the Carbon Reduction Program and is administered through the Wisconsin Department of Transportation as a local program project. It will be let locally by the city, will not go through the state letting process. There's still much more paperwork and regulations and rules that must be followed for the project than we usually have on our typical city projects. So we solicited assistance in this project for the design. This design was included in the 2026 capital improvements budget for this work. We did send out 4 RFPs to 4 engineering consultants. One of them sent back word that they did not have time to design the project, did not have the in-house capabilities at that time, so they withdrew their name. So we actually got 3 submittals. We had a submittal from ISG, submittal from KL Engineering, and a submittal from MSA Professional Services. You can see the scores are relatively close, once you add them up between the 4 scores that we had, as we typically do. We also had consultant fees. You can see the consultant fees range from $71,500 to $85,300. So they're about 15%, 20% different there. The hours to perform the work, we had a variety of hours to perform the work. When we looked at this, myself and Kevin, trying to look through the scores and what was given, we looked at it, and all of the consultants did give complete proposals, could complete the work. From a staff recommendation, we looked at the ISG proposal being the lowest cost, but it had the lowest amount of hours by 35% versus MSA. So we really feel the best consultant for this project to move forward with for the city would be MSA for the $82,825 with the 519 hours that they've projected to put into the project to complete it. Tough one, a lot of closeness on all of these projects, all of these consultants. It was definitely, you can see by the scoring, some scores went a little bit lower for one, and the next score rated another one a little higher. So nothing wrong with that. That's really multiple people look at them, but I guess our recommendation right now is MSA for the 82,825 moving forward for this project design.
I will move to approve MSA as the consultant firm for the East Avenue Sidewalk Project, not to exceed $82,825.
I'll second.
Thank you. We have a motion on the floor by Stephen Knott. It's been seconded by Sabrina Steger. Is there any discussion? Okay.
ahead. Thanks, Jim.
Go ahead, Jim Benash.
Just so I'm clear, what was the amount that we had approved
There you go.
for this
Yeah.
amount?
Yeah, in the capital improvements budget, we broke it over into 2 years, so $50,000 per year is what we were budgeting. The project's going to be, probably by the time we're done, it's going to be about, I think in the capital improvements budget, we got 600,000 in there. And if we take 10% of that, we're at 60,000, but with the extra paperwork, whether we do $1.5 million project or a $500,000 project, the paperwork's the same, is the unfortunate reality of receiving the federal funds that are administered by the DOT. So, it's still going to be a win for the city. We received almost 400,000 for the construction of the project, so I think we'll have a win. Sabrina's looking at the capital improvement budget. There's only 50,000 budgeted this year, but we knew the project was going to go into 28, so into 27. So the proposed 27 budget will have 50,000 also, because we knew we weren't going to get all the design done in 26.
We'd have enough for contingency too as well.
Correct. We'll still have some things like soil borings. We'll probably go up to have some soil borings done. We're hoping to not have any right-of-way work that needs to be done with this project, because we're going to move the curb line in to try to not have any right-of-way impacts, and also match driveways along that section. So I'm fairly confident with what our design is right now and what our anticipated impacts are. We will stay within what we have figured for budget. Correct.
And you mentioned right away. Would we have to purchase or do something if there's an objection?
Part of what this project is we've had this project on the books for a number of years, and part of one of the impacts of the project was if we put, typically city sidewalk goes on the right-of-way line, the back of the sidewalk. If we would have did that in this location, we would have had to have gone all the way to the garage on a few homes there to get the driveways. And they still probably wouldn't have worked. So what we're going to propose, we're actually going to have as part of this design process, we'll have a public information meeting, invite the public in, look at this. But if you go up through that section of street right now, the street's about 41 feet wide, back a curb. And we will be narrowing the street and then moving the sidewalk where the curb line is now. So that way we don't have to go back into people's yards as far. We don't have to chase the sidewalk, chase the driveways, things such as that. So it was it's going to be a unique design, but I think it's going to fit the area very well and accomplish what we want to accomplish.
Jerry, is that going to be sidewalk on both sides or just what?
This is for a sidewalk just on the west side. And this is currently, there is no sidewalk connection between the village of Holmen and the city of Onalaska. This will be the last link. So you would actually be able to walk on the sidewalk once this is installed from the village of Holmen to the city of Onalaska on a off-street sidewalk.
Is anything town of Alaska?
None of this section. This section is totally entirely within the city of Onalaska.
Okay, thank you, Jared.
Any other questions or comments regarding the sidewalk engineering services and the bid? Okay, the motion on the floor is to approve the engineering services to MSA as described. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Item number 7, 2026 7th Avenue and Wall Street reconstruction bid.
In your packet tonight, there is the bid ad. We will be opening this bid the morning of the common council meeting and bringing it directly forward to the common council meeting. I have not looked lately. Kevin, do you know how many bidders are on the list? I think there's quite a few.
Yeah, I think there's currently 6 or 7 contractors listed as a general prime bidder on the plan holders list. So getting a lot of interest.
Yeah, we're getting interest, so I would expect, hopefully we will receive favorable bids, but we'll bring them to the council meeting as a actionable item with a recommendation.
Okay,
This is information only at this point.
does anyone have any questions about this item? Don't see any. Okay, item 8, professional engineering services for MS4 stormwater permit, stormwater quality program.
Thank you. In your packet tonight on page 11, we have a proposed outline of services from Strand Associates. Strand Associates has been helping us for over 15 years with our stormwater management items that we've been forming for our MS4 permit. As you know, Kevin brings forward that annual report at the March Board of Public Works meeting that outlines a variety of activities that we perform to meet this permit. With the lack of engineering staff currently and in previous years, we have hired Strand to do required permit activities. On page 11, you can see that item 2A and 2B, we have to do inspections of best management practices and outfalls. They go around and do these for us. They send up usually 2 people. Takes them pretty much a whole week to get it done. Then they go back and give us a narrative report for that. Then also item 3, illicit discharge. They once again take samples, get those sent to the lab, ensure there's no water flowing out that's got contaminants in it or something like that. Also give us a narrative, and these are both specifically outlined in the MS4 permit that we have to do on a yearly basis. So we are recommending that we move forward with this. There is a fee of $37,000 for Strand to do this work. This would be paid out of the stormwater utility. We have been budgeting for this work. We did still budget for part of it. We did not budget for all of it because we were hoping we'd have our staff engineer on board to help us with this. But we have not paid any of those wages for the year. So the wages that would have went to the staff engineer would help pay for this work by Strand.
And just for clarification, Jared, that 37,000 is an estimated amount, not a not to exceeded amount.
Yeah, we've done this enough where I really feel that we could approve 37,000. And I think it's I feel comfortable that they're gonna get it done for that amount. They've done this for us a few years in a row now, and they understand what's involved.
Thank you. Stephen Knott?
Just to clarify too, so that the $37,000 is the hourly rate basis plus expenses. So it's 37,000 all encompassing.
Yeah, the 37,000 is basically they'd be billing it out at an hourly rate plus their expenses. So they'll have mileage to drive up here and they'll have they'll be staying overnight to work. So the 37,000, if we approve the 37,000, I'll discuss it with them and ensure that they can get it done. If not, we would bring it back to the board.
I'll move to approve the, see how I want to word this here.
Grand annual services.
Yeah. Okay, the stormwater, I'll move to approve the stormwater permit, stormwater quality program. I guess would be a contract,
Yeah, agreement.
not
Yeah.
agreement not to exceed $37,000.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor by Stephen Knott. It's been seconded by Larry Jurassic. Is there any discussion? And Sabrina, this is within the budgeted amount.
Yeah, as Jared said, we didn't budget for this in total because we thought we would have the staff engineer in place. But we haven't, we've gone 6 months without that. So the wages alone would offset the additional cost.
Thank you.
I think we had budgeted, what, 15?
Yeah, I think I budgeted 15, so almost half of it's budgeted already.
And the wage for 6 months would have been well above that.
Sure. Okay, any other questions or comments? The motion on the floor is to approve Strand for the professional services for $37,000. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Item number 9, sanitary sewer compliance maintenance. First is the annual report. You want to go over that first?
Yeah, the annual report was sent out, but I also, it was not in your packet. I also did hand out a copy of that tonight at your desks. Basically, this is the CMAR report that we call it, Compliance Maintenance Annual Report for our sanitary sewer collection system. We do this every year. It's always a resolution in June. Basically the report, we got an A grade again, same grade that we have in previous years. There's a variety of topics in here. Some of them, part of this is financial. Part of this is on our practices, how many miles of sewer we clean, different things. One of the big things with this is sanitary sewer overflows. We did not have any in the previous year, which was a good year. That we did not have any of those. So basically, this report shows that we are doing a good job with our collection system for the sanitary sewer.
I have a question, Jared. Does the report say anything about the fact that we discharged to La Crosse or our agreement with La Crosse for wastewater treatment?
So this is just the collection system report. So we run our own collection system, but it's got nothing really, no impact on the treatment. So they would do a different report for they'll do one also like this for their collection system, but they have much more reporting to do via the treatment plant.
I will move to place on file the Onalaska Sewage Collection System Compliance Annual Report.
I'll second.
Motion by Stephen Knott, seconded by Sabrina Steger to accept the report and place on file. Is there any other questions or comments regarding the annual report? Not seeing or hearing any. All those in favor of approving, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. We are approved unanimously. And then the resolution, 6-2026, City of Onalaska, Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources, NR 208 Compliance Maintenance Resolution 2025, Onalaska, Wisconsin. Jared?
This is the mandated resolution, so we have taken it in front of our elected officials to show them what the report has to offer. And in the resolution, as you can see, we've received an A grade, so looking for approval.
I move to approve.
I'll second.
Motion by Stephen Knott, seconded by Sabrina Steger to approve the resolution 16-2026. Stephen Knott.
I just want to clarify for the public with the minutes, when Jared said they did very, very well, he's actually being very modest. They got a perfect score.
Thank you for that. Any other comments? All right, motion on the floor is to approve the resolution. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Say no. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you. Item number 10 are the pay estimates.
We did hand out a new pay estimate sheet tonight that has 2 more estimates than was in the packet. There are 9 estimates on your estimate sheet tonight. The 2 that were added, it's a early month for Board of Public Works, so we did get another invoice from MSA Professional Services, and then we did get are running a pay estimate for Gerke Excavating for the water main jack and bore project on Highway 16. So staff is recommending approval of all these estimates.
Thank you.
I move to approve the 9 monthly estimates handed out with right before the meeting.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor by Stephen Knott. It's been seconded by Larry Jurassic to approve the 9 pay estimates dated June 2nd. Is there any discussion on these items? All those in favor of approving these, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Motion carries unanimously. Utilities, there is no report. Item 12, adjournment.
Move
Motion to adjourn?
Second?
We have a motion to adjourn by Jim Benash. It's been seconded by Larry Jurassic. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. The time is 4:26. Thank you, everyone, for coming in.